Good afternoon. This is Reverend Judy Marie coming to you again with a taste of A Course in Miracles. Today I'll be covering Lesson 29, 30, 31, and 32. But I'd like to start with the Manual for Teachers first. And in Chapter 9, we find are changes required in the life situation of God's teachers. Well, changes are required in the minds of God's teachers. This may or may not involve changes in the external situation. Remember that no one is where he is by accident, and chance plays no part in God's plan. We are all part of a divine plan, unfolding in divine order. And that is what is. How we respond to what is how we find our experience of heaven or hell. And in the text, chapter 8, we find the journey back. It's the journey back to the peace of God, and that is the direction of this curriculum. All peace and healing is the result of a corrected perception. A corrected perception is found in complete forgiveness. And in Lesson 29, we find God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see. The purpose of God, which is forgiveness, is in everything I see. Try then today to begin to learn how to look on things with love, appreciation, and open-mindedness, realizing all you see are blessings to be shared and or lessons to be learned. And in Lesson 30, it says, God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. Think about that. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. Today we are trying to see a new kind of projection. We're not attempting to get rid of what we do not like by seeing it outside of ourselves. Instead, we are trying to see in the world what is in our minds, and what we want to recognize is there. Thus, we are trying to join with what we see rather than keeping it apart from us. So what is the fundamental difference between vision and the way you see? Real vision is not only unlimited by space and distance, but it does not depend on the body's eyes at all. The mind is its only source. Lesson 31 says, I am not the victim of the world I see. Again, the idea should be applied to both the world you see without and the world you see within. We continue to be reminded that the inner is the cause of the outer. This cause and effect theme requires more and more significance as the teaching proceeds and our understanding deepens. Now in Lesson 32, it says, I have invented the world I see. That's pretty powerful. I have invented the world I see. Today we are continuing to develop the theme of cause and effect. You are not the victim of the world you see because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. Both the world we see outside and the world we see within, our minds exist only in our imagination. We make it all up. The thought of separation, an inner world of sin, guilt, and fear, which the belief in separation spawns, and the projected world that is nothing but the shadow of the ego's imaginary inner world. All we're really talking about, therefore, is a make-believe world. Our appearance, what that appears outside, but is really within our minds. In these early lessons, Jesus is training us to understand it is our thoughts alone that are important, not the world outside. And this is the end of today's class of A Taste in A Course in Miracles. And these tastes is just for you to see if something that you would like to experience for yourself. And if you find any thoughts today that I've shared with you, then please contact your local classes, and I bet you'll find them anywhere around you, called A Course in Miracles, and see if you can get into a class and become free, happy, and prosperous. And until next week, have a great week and know that I love you.